What's up, guys? Welcome to Frank's Media and Reviews, and I'm going to talk about some little-known movies called Jaws 3 and Jaws the Revenge. I don't know if you guys heard about any type of controversy or anything. Yeah, I'm... This is not going to be detailed. You guys already seen those dang videos about it from multiple people. But I received these like a week late, and I'm just now kind of catching up to my arrivals, and I just wanted to talk about this beautiful pair, because there was broomsticks and fire, broomstones and fire. It was crazy, man. Just everything, the info that I read and saw and heard. So, I had to experience this myself, and I'm going to be straight to the point, with the 4K transfer. I didn't think it was that bad. Yes, there is some type of AI, corruption, imagery. I saw it personally myself. There's pictures right there. But like, you have to like really search for it. I didn't see, and most of the time, it's like with the crowds, close-ups and everything. I didn't see anything like horrendous, like those horrendous faces in the crowds. But I do still think that that's a terrible decision, or at least it's definitely pretty bad that it happened. And I think that Universal Studios should get all the criticism with that type of publicity, that negative comments about the comments about their 4K restoration, because it does look bad. There's some horrifying images in those crowds. But again, like, I had to get up from my seat and like go get close to the screen to find that out. And if I didn't know about it and watched other content creators, I wouldn't have known, man. So that's just my quick little commentary about it. My quick thoughts about that. Yes, it's terrible. Yes, you do have to look for it, for those bad images. But I thought the 4K transfer looked pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I had a lot of fun with Jaws 3. It takes place at SeaWorld in Florida. And it's just... So we know Jaws, the original, is a masterpiece. And then it just goes down there. And it just steeps. Like, Jaws 2 is actually pretty good. I didn't mind that at all. And I'll briefly talk about my little ranking, I guess, for my experience with the film, and just overall 4K restoration. This reminded me of Friday the 13th Part 3, when I got the Scream Factory set right over here. And I fucking I just eat it up, that cheesy 3D like effects, because time goes on, technology gets better, and it just looks terrible, guys. Like, it looks bad. It looked bad with Scream Factory Blu-ray transfer, which I had a very good time with Friday the 13th Part 3, and I had a great time with this movie as well. I loved the opening. There's there's a scene up here when the shark just, towards the end of the movie, of course it dies, and there's like these 3D effects of like a jaw and just like other pieces coming to you, to your screen, and I love it. I love the cheesiness of it, man. I think that's part of the draw to that type of film, because 3D films just, at least for older films, they just don't look good with newer technology. And that's just a fact, man. But there's nothing wrong with that, at least to an extent of like no pitchforks. I don't think so. Because again, I had a great time with Jaws 3. And, I made some posts about it on Instagram and all this other stuff. So I liked this film. It's bad. It's worse than Jaws 2, but it's still a fun, enjoyable film. Also, this is in Dolby Atmos. It was a good Dolby Atmos. Nothing to, it's not going to make a top 10 or anything, but it was kind of immersive and good experience, viewing experience, I would say. Jaws: The Revenge. Holy shit, man. Good and bad. The 4K transfer for this film is very good. Holy smokes. Very good. I was surprised. I think for a lot of people who I've seen in other videos, going from Jaws 3 to this film, of course, you're expecting the transfer to be kind of, at least equal to Jaws 3. But no way, man. This is very good. And I'll do a ranking and everything towards the end of the video. But I was shocked and very satisfied with this 4K transfer from Universal Pictures, Universal Studios, sorry. And it's also in Dolby Atmos, so kind of just the same with Jaws 3, immersive, just nothing to, nothing, it won't make a top 10, but it was very immersive. But, oh, gosh, man, I don't know what the hell they were thinking. Like, Michael Caine couldn't even save this movie, and we all know that he's, like, one of the best actors out there, and I think he even mentioned it, like, he just did it for the money. But gosh darn, man, it was terrible. It's Brody's wife. She's in this one. She wasn't in Jaws 3. But somehow the storyline for this film got approved, and I don't understand. It's got to be like a total cash grab. It has to be, because the storyline to this, I was very surprised and pretty happy that the guy from The Last Starfighter, I don't know I think his name's Sean Brody in this film. I can't remember. But he's okay in this film. But gosh darn, man, it was just a terrible story. How in the hell can a shark know that to go for your lineage?
It came for him.
What?
It waited all this time and it came for him.
Like, what the fuck, man? That is like something off of like just a late night terrible B movie like storyline. But it's on here, man. I don't know. It's just bad. Terrible. One of the worst movies I have ever seen. I see a lot of shitty movies, man. A lot of horror movies, but like I like those type of movies. So this movie's pretty bad. If I really liked Jaws 3, but not this one. Like, this one is like one of, yeah, again, I don't know. I think this might be like top 5 or at least top 10 worst movies I have ever seen. That might be a good video. Just now thinking about it. However, we're talking about Jaws: The Revenge. Shitty, so bad. Practical effects look fantastic. Close-ups, colors, it all looked so beautiful with this 4K restoration, man. Amazing, simply amazing. Um, so again, not too much of a deep dive, but I've shown some pictures of Jaws 3 and some clips of both of the movies. But do I recommend these? Yes, if you're a fan of the franchise, like I am. But I'm an idiot for getting these, Jaws 3 and Jaws the Revenge, because Jaws is, like I said, is a masterpiece. But boy, I don't know if there's a franchise that just takes a nosedive after such a like historic, like regarded as one of the best movies ever, to have these type of movies, man. I don't know. That's like another discussion. Holy cow. So that's it, guys. With these, next, I will go over what I think is the best 4K transfers within the franchise, and just how much I enjoyed the franchise, or at least each movie as well, guys. As the 4K transfers goes, and this is solely on picture quality, y'all know what my least favorite is. I mean, it's everyone's favorite. I mean, it's not even debatable. It's Jaws 3. I mean, it's the worst in the franchise for 4K transfers. Next would be Jaws 2. I thought this was a very good 4K transfer. And to follow it up with the original Jaws, I thought Universal Studios did a fantastic job with this 4K restoration, man. So that's number 3. My number 2, and number 1, I could honestly just like switch them up because I think they're that close. And as far as I'm making the decision, I think number 2 is Jaws: The Revenge, and 1 is Jaws. However, it could be literally on the next day, and I could flip them because they are fantastic, man. I think I'm picking Jaws as my favorite 4K transfer out of the franchise because I think maybe it's I just really love the movie that much. And I watch it every single year, during the July 4th time. And so, but man, I really liked this 4K. It sucks, man, that a 4K transfer looks this good with a movie that is so bad. Because I don't know if I'm ever going to see this movie again. Probably like maybe once. But it didn't deserve the. I mean, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. So this one I'll definitely check out every year because I always do. But holy cow, man. So yeah, that's my number 1 and number 2 of the 4K transfers. And of course, ranking them as a franchise of just how much I enjoyed the film. You guys could just tell how much what I'm kind of leaning to with you know what? I think I might just change it a little bit. I think I am. So worst in the franchise, of course, The Revenge. My number 3 is, I think, Jaws 2. I don't know. That might be criminal. But I think why I have Jaws 3 as my number 2 is because I wasn't expecting to enjoy this film, to be honest with you. And I really liked it. I liked the cheesy 3D effects. again, I eat that stuff up. No pun intended. It's just makes it kind of fun and very enjoyable to watch. So I think I will definitely rewatch this more often than some of the other films for sure. And then Jaws 2, or Jaws, the original Jaws, who, kind of goes without saying. So this is number one for both for me. And that is it, man. That's just a quick little video of, my thoughts and opinions of Jaws 3 and Jaws the Revenge, and just kind of talk about the franchise as a whole and the 4K quality. So that's it, guys. That is my review of, thoughts and opinions of Jaws 3 and Jaws the Revenge. Ugh. God, that was so bad, man. I still can't believe how bad that movie was. And then, of course, I just talked about the franchise as a whole, and just talking about the 4K transfers as a whole as well. So thank you for checking out the video. Hit that like and subscribe button. I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the video, but I'm be honest with you, man. I hate always plugging myself. I know it's part of the whole YouTube thing and everything, but damn, man, it's kind of annoying. However, hit that like and subscribe button if you do. I really appreciate it. Thank you to my tier members, John from Let's Talk Entertainment and Media. Follow his channel. Thank you to William Driver. Thank you to Insomniac, and thank you to my newest member, Raymond, he actually got that as a gift membership from Joel over at Dark Rooms Reviews. Go ahead and follow him over at his channel. So thank you, Joel, for gifting that membership. I really appreciate it. And guys, if you're there just to have a good time with the Jaws franchise, definitely watch Jaws 3. I really enjoyed that film, man. It was kind of good. That's just me. So thanks guys for watching the video, and have a good one.